Welcome to my Thursday 2 o'clock live. I don't know who's out there, but I hope you're having a good laugh. So as I started to say, I'm trying to watch it along with you all on my Mac. As I started to say, what today is going to be is my husband thinks it's a wig, and that's what I'm going after. So what happened was this past Sunday, we went out to church for the first time in a long time as congregants. We just sat in the pew. A lot of times we'll do music and all that. But anyway, so we were just sitting in the pew, and so I didn't have to be up front and all that. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do my hair. I'm just going to do my hair. And as I was doing my hair, I just thought, you know what, my channel is about wig reviews, isn't it? It's all about wig reviews, but it's also about the care of our natural gray, silver, white hair. So I thought that this would be a great video to share with you. And as I started to say earlier, I was hoping my Amazon delivery would come before now. I have 3 wigs that are coming from Amazon. I'm going to do an Amazon wig review for you all, because we're paying so much money for these wigs. I thought, I'm going to order some wigs from Amazon, and I'm going to see what those wigs are like. So watch, they'll come as soon as I'm done with this video. So anyway, I was just throwing on some makeup so I didn't scare you all when you clicked in. And I just got done with my foundation, and I just want to put a teeny tiny little bit of blush on, and then I'm going to show you how I did my hair this past Sunday. So all I'm doing now is I'm putting on a little bit of It Cosmetics. There's a palette that I love, and I just go right up to the apple of my cheek. Don't go past the middle of your eye. You've seen me do this before. And there it is. It's on there. I'm not going to put too much because, as I said, I'm doing my hair. Find the apple, put it on. I've already moisturized, and I've already put foundation on. So now it's on. I'll just put a little bit up here, a little bit up here, balance it. I'm not putting anything on my neck area, and then I'm just coming up underneath to blend it. Same thing there, but today it's all about the hair. So let's get into it, right? All right, so hair is washed. I conditioned it. I will write down in the show notes what I used on my hair. But just so you know, I use Biolage Purple Shampoo, and I use the accompanying conditioner on the bottom part of my hair from the nape down. I use the purple shampoo, and then from like the ears up, I combine the purple shampoo with moisturizer, and I put that in my hair, and I leave it on there while I'm taking the rest of my shower. And then, of course, I rinse it all off. Okay. So that's what happens on the prep of the hair. Now, this is an old t-shirt. I got this idea from Erica Johnson over on her channel, and you can get one of those microfiber things, but I don't find that they're super, super absorbent. So she said, or you can use an old t-shirt. So I have my husband's old t-shirt because it's nice and big. And there's the hair. Okay. So the very first thing that I do, I don't comb it out yet because I want to put some conditioner in it, even though it's got conditioner in it. So I actually use a product that was recommended to me for African American hair. Now, I don't have any African American blood in me, but this is just loaded with moisture. Loaded. And it used to be different. They used to have a different container, and to be honest, I liked that other formulation better. But so this is what I use, and it's called Silk Elements Luxury Moisturizer, Moisturizing Leave-In Hair Cream with Shea, Honey, and Silk. Now, you don't need a lot of this. You only need, I'll show you what I do. I just put my hands right in, and you use about that much. You can see it's not that much. And then I just rub it around the tips of my fingers. I don't get it on my palms, tips of my fingers. And then I put this in the bottom part of my hair because one of the reasons that our hair doesn't hold body and doesn't hold a curl is because it's too dry. Our hair is just too dry. So I get it worked in the bottom, and then I tip my head over, and then I go from the bottom up. Right? So there is some product in the top, but not much. And I heard Jack, the colorist, Jack Martin, the colorist, over on his channel, he was talking about trying to get body into our hair. And he's not a big fan of putting all these products at the root of your hair. He said, keep the conditioner away from the root. And so ever since I've been doing that, I see a lot more body in my hair. Now, this whole process should take me about 20 minutes. It takes me 15 to 20 minutes when I'm getting ready. But I'm talking, so it might take long, but I have to keep moving because you know what happens when the hair dries. So this is my problem area, as I've said before, right in here. That's where the problem is. So now that I've got the moisture in, I'm just going to gently, and you're going to see what I do with the top of that hair. And it's going to look 5 times fuller without too much blowing. So if you're watching and you've got hair, I know some of my viewers don't, so I apologize if this video isn't for you, but there's quite a few people who watch my channel that do still have hair. Okay, so I've combed it through. Now, it's very damp. It's not sopping wet. It's just damp. So now I use a product by Lange. You see? And it is called Salt and Sea Texturizing Spray. So what you want to do is you want to get some texture into your hair. I've got a ring light here to help me with my lighting, which that was the problem on the last video. I should have turned it away. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're just going to pick up your hair and about 10 inches away, just spray this in. It's, you know what it is? It mimics when you go to the beach and your hair has that wonderful texture. The salt at the beach kind of thickens your hair. Well, that's what this does. And it smells wonderful. It's not heavy. It just adds a little bit of texture to your hair. Okay, so that's in and my hair is still damp. Next thing, Lange. Select Thicket cream. Now you could tell I use this a lot because it's about as tall as my hand. There's 4 ounces, and they give you this nice cap, but it never squirts out. So all I do is I tip it over, and I just bang it on the palm of my hand till it comes out, and it comes out kind of all of a sudden. There it goes. And all I need, I'm trying to get the ring light. All I need is that much. It's about the size of a pea. That's it. Okay. Okay. So now I just kind of scrape it off the palm of my hand and I put that on my fingers. And then I put that in my hair, all in my, it doesn't look like a lot, but believe me, it does something. And you just kind of work it up, go up, up, up toward the ceiling, and just kind of smoosh it into your hair. Smoosh. This is my problem spot right here. I've talked about that before. That's where my natural colic is. I'm going to pay special attention to that spot. Okay, so now that is in. And that's all that I do to prep the hair. Okay. So now what I do, and I've talked about this before, I have a styling tool from Dyson, and it has an attachment on it that works like a hair dryer. And I don't think they ever show older people, older ladies using this tool. They really should, because it's very, very kind to your hair. So the first thing I do is I use the dryer attachment, and then after that, I'm going to use the brush attachment. Not very much. Don't think that I'm a liar, but I know I said we're not going to do a lot of blowing. But blowing your hair with the Dyson is a lot different than blowing your hair with a regular hair dryer. If you don't have the Dyson, you absolutely can get this look with a hair dryer. Just do not put it on the highest heat. So I apologize ahead of time for the noise. There is going to be some noise. Turn your volume down if you want, but I'm just going to blow, blow, blow. And here's the key. Whichever side of your hair, of your head, you like to part your hair on, I part mine. It's a pretty severe part. It goes right down the left side of my head. Oh, there is one more product I forgot to put in to tell you. You could see that's a pretty hard part, right? So what I do, because my scalp is so pink, I use our old friend Batiste Original Dry Shampoo. If you don't want to use this, you don't have to use this. You can use, and I just spray it right on, about 6 inches away. I just spray it right on that part. See that? And then what I do is I take my rat tail comb. Sorry for the noise. I take my rat tail comb and then I just start parting. And I put some more there. See? And don't worry, I'm gonna work it in so my hair is not gonna look like it's full of powder. So I just kind of go where I see that it needs it. And I'll do one more over here. And this is also a texture to your hair. So anything to texturize your hair, that is really going to help you. Now, let me just show you something before I start blowing. You could see the powder. One second. I'm getting rid of the ring light. All right, you could see the powder right up in here. See that? So just take your fingers and just work them in through your scalp and just work it around. Now you can't even see it. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to take the dryer, and here's the technique. You parted your hair. Now you're going to come toward your face. Come toward your face. You could use your fingers even. You don't even have to use the comb. Toward your face and then away from your face. And keep your hair moving. You could even push it up. Just anything to get it away from the root. What I'm saying is just do anything you can to get it away from the root. I'm pushing it over this way, pushing it over to the opposite way of where my part is. The opposite way, and you really want to work very fast when you're doing this part. Work really fast when you're doing this part. Keep your comb moving. Make sure it's a wide tooth comb. You could even use the comb that you use for your wigs. If you don't have something like this. Oh, so just keep it moving, moving. All over my head, I'm going up toward the ceiling. Now I'm just going up, 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 up. Get it away from the root. Just get it away from the root. Up, 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 up. You start to feel that your hair is getting drier. This whole process takes maybe 2 or 3 minutes. It doesn't take a lot of time. So now, from where I started, of course, I look like the Wicked Witch of the West. But from where I started, you can see it's already starting to look fuller. Okay, so now I'm going to take my comb and just smooth out my hair, work from the bottom up. On the bottom, from the nape down, it's still damp. So I'm just combing very, very gently, very gently. I'm combing out. I'm combing out the tangles, but there's not really a lot of tangles in it because I've got a fan blowing on me. I have to turn it away. There's not really a lot of tangles in it because, you know, I moisturized it really, really well. Okay, now the next thing is you're going to take this piece right here, wherever your bangs are, and I usually split them in threes. Then I'm going to change my brush. I'm removing this and I'm putting on the brush. And then you're going to go the opposite way of the root. So I'm just picking up the hair. It's a little dry right now, but hopefully it'll do it. And we're going to blow it. I've got it on the highest setting for the Dyson. And then I'm going to give it a cold shot. I leave it there for about 20 seconds. Now I'm going to give it a cold shot. Okay, and then I'll just unroll it. And there you could see it's got the hair has a little bit of bend to it. Now, just so you can see, if you don't have a lot of hair there, and I don't, and most of us don't, that's why we're on a wig channel, you could take that whole piece of hair, take that whole piece and curl it all together. Again, if you don't have a Dyson, you could do this with a regular hair dryer and a brush. You could even use a styling tool. Just use a styling tool with a big barrel. Now I'm going to cold shot it. Do it for 20 to 30 seconds, somewhere in there. And now I'll let that out. Okay. So now watch. So now that's how I get that beautiful bend in the side, right? I take a comb like this. It's not done yet, but just in case anybody else is clicking out, this is the most important part of the video, I think, because most of us want some kind of a bang. If we've got it, we want to know how they get that sweep, and that's how. See, I didn't dry this up here, so that's why I'm getting that separation. So just use whatever comb like this that you have, and then at this point, if I was done, I would spray it. Okay, so now I'm going to just do the rest of it, and I don't really do that much. I just take my hair, I do 3 pieces, one on the top. Remember I showed you that difficult spot. I've got powder all over me. Remember I showed you that difficult spot in the back where my cowlick is? So what I'm doing is I'm just picking that part up, and I'm going to clip it forward, and I'm going to do 2 other pieces in the back. You'll see. Just watch. So there's the first one, and then here's the second one. I'll clip that one toward the front. I usually just do the bangs first, that's all, and then I go through all this. Okay, and then the bottom, the rest of it. Okay, so now you're going to take your appliance, your hairbrush, your hair dryer, your Dyson, if you're blessed enough to have one, and go right up next to the root. Right up next to the root. Don't roll it around. Do not roll it around the brush. Just get up to the root. See? Then, if it takes, after you're done with that, just for about 10-15 seconds, dry the rest of that piece of hair. And now I'm just going to come back up and give it a cold shot. And that's it. I'm going to do the same thing. See, there's some lift to the root. I'm going to do the same thing with this piece. Right up next to the root. And give it a cold shot to set it. If you don't have a Dyson, then just use, like I said, just use your regular hairbrush and dryer. So what I did there was I gave it a hot shot, and then I hit it with hot air, and then I hit it with cold air. Okay, so now I've got pretty much up here, like I said, that's my problem spot. And then I usually just feel around and see how I think it feels. Then I will do the bottom. I might hit it with some texturizing spray or any kind of liquid that I have. It's getting really hot. I have to move it. One thing about the Dyson is when it gets, and this is one thing I don't like, this is the only thing I don't like about it. When it gets next to your ear, it gets hot. So as soon as it moves next to your ear, you want to hit it with a cold shot, and that cools it right down. But what I started to say was you could use your spray, whatever spray you have. I'm using the salt spray just to moisten it a little bit. Because normally I'm not talking and, you know, it's just going a lot faster. Okay, that's it for that one. So you see, that's got a pretty nice bend in it. And that will stay. That will stay. Unless I'm starting to sweat or something, that will stay for 3 days. It really will, or at minimum 2 days. Okay, so I've got that one. Now I'm going to get another one. I'm going to do this like 6 times, which is not bad. I think I'll spray it a little bit just because my hair got dry. And I sprayed it right with the texturizing spray. Or you could just use water. Right. So now I'm not going to be near my ear, so I won't have that problem. So again, you're going to do it between 20 and 30 seconds. And I'm going to hit it with a cold shot. When I say I'm going to hit it with a cold shot, what I mean is I'm pushing up on the Dyson. There's a lever on the side and it pushes out cold air. Okay, so now I'll take that one out. You really have to set the hair. That's how the curl stays in. So you see, and I've got pin straight hair, but it's already looking, look at that compared to this side, right? Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. Can never seem to get my lighting. Okay, so now we'll do this one. We have, how many more to do? We have 4 more to do. I do 2 on the front side, 1 on each of the front side, and then I do, well, you'll see. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this. And just because of the fact that it's a brush, when you use a brush, it kind of helps blow air in. Keep it away from your ear. That's why I usually hold my ear. Okay, now we're going to give it a cold shot. That should do it. You can kind of just tell when it's done after you've done it for a while. So you see, and for some reason, the right side of my hair always curls more than the left. We're so strange. All right, so now I'm going after the one on the side. That was the front, so now I'm going after the one on the side. Wait till you see it when it's all done. It really looks full. Okay, and now, well, let's give it a little bit more texturizing spray. Again, I don't usually do that, but because I'm doing a tutorial, it's going slower. Just make sure your hair is damp when it goes into the Dyson or whatever you're doing, however you're blowing it. And this one will be aimed toward the back. Make sure all the hair is around the brush. Okay, now I'm going to give it a cold shot. Okay, and then release. Okay, so now we only have the back. I don't even usually clip it. I just kind of feel around. Are you counting with me? 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant, 4 elephant, 5 elephant, 6 elephant, 7 elephant, 8 elephant, 9 elephant, 10. That's the one side. And the other side. One elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant, 4 elephant, 5 elephant, 6 elephant, 7 elephant, 8 elephant, 9 elephant, 10 elephant, 11 elephant, 12 elephant, 13 elephant, 14 elephant, 15 elephant, 16 elephant, 17 elephant, 18 elephant, 19 elephant, 20, 21 elephant, 22 elephant, 23 elephant, 24. Now the cold shot. Hit me with your best shot. I got my comb. All right, I'm going to release that. Now let's see how that looks. So then I just kind of check in the mirror just to see how it's looking. I need a good trim back there too. But with COVID, excuse me, I'm staying away from beauty parlors. Not because I'm afraid of getting COVID. I just don't want to sit there with a mask on while I'm getting a beauty treatment. No, not happening. Okay, so now you can see how full it is. And I'm going to put a before and after picture, and the fullness really stays, and it's not even as full as it usually is, ladies. It's not, because I was teaching and I'm talking, and you know, it's never the same as when you're teaching and you're talking. So what I'm going to do now is, just to give it a little bit more body, I'm putting some more texturizing spray, not hairspray, texturizing spray at the root. Again, if you don't have a Dyson, you don't need a Dyson. Just use a hair dryer and a big round brush. Keep it close to your root, close to that root. If you really wanted to, you could, if you wanted some extra lift, here's another trick. You can use some hairspray. I'm using Sesame Gold right into the root, right while the brush is there, and it'll dry it. It'll act like a root lift. All right, and now I'm going to give it a cold shot. 10 seconds, 12 seconds, something like that, and then we're done. And then I'll just come right down to the edge. Again, you don't have to do this. This is extra. But I thought I would do it just because it looked like it needed it. I'm just hitting it with hot, and then I'm hitting it with cold. Hitting it with hot, hitting it with cold. I just want to say a quick hello to everybody who's on the live stream with me. I see you, Margaret. By the way, everybody who I said I was going to send a CD to, I am going to send you a CD. I just have to get to the post office. So please don't think I'm not a woman of my word. I've got all your emails. Okay, so you can kind of see how it has a little bit more lift up there toward the top, right? Okay, so now we're almost done. I'm just going to take this part right here, right up at the crown, such as it is. Now, I could tease that. I typically don't, but you could if you wanted to. And then I'm just going to spray at the root, spray there. And I think I might even spray the ends. I don't want it to get on my hair. And now we're going to try that one more time. Stay close to the root. Stay close to the root. You know, for about the first 10 seconds or so. And then I'm coming down the hair shaft. The one thing about the Dyson is, because of the way it's made, it polishes your hair. It's actually good for your hair. It polishes your hair and it makes your hair very, very shiny. Hit it with a cold shot. That's that. Okay. And then just pull it out. All right, so I'm going to take this right here, this whole piece, one more time. Now that the rest of it is dry, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of moisture and give it one more shot. You notice I put a little bit of moisture right here by my widow's peak, because the heat from the brush is right there, so it'll dry it. I have to get one more thing I forgot from the bathroom. Be right back. Okay. I'm hitting it with a cold shot. And release. Okay. So there's all of my bang area. So now I'm just going to comb it back. And I'm not raking through. I'm just gently using the comb. You know, I've thought about growing out my hair like down to my waist, but it's just too thin. But it is, I love to see the white. I love it. Now I could see this piece right here. You see this piece? This piece needs a little work. So I'll just go back and just finish with that. But I think you get the idea. So we're going to do about 20 seconds there. I'm reading your comments. I truly have to apologize, everybody. You know, this technology is really not easy. So thank you for hanging with me and being so patient. All right, now I'm going to give it a cold shot. But we'll get there. We will get there. Come back in 2 months. No, don't come back in 2 months. Come back next Thursday. All right. So, yeah, I got that piece. All right. So, you're just going to, wherever you want to part it. Oh, I started to say, if you wanted to tease it, you know, up by the crown, you certainly could do that. But I don't. Maybe if I was going out to a party or something, I would. So then I just take that piece right there. Wherever it falls, when I like where it falls, I spray it with some got to be glued, stop a bird in flight. Try to get it up under as much as you can. And I really give it a good shot. I hope that went on my hair. I couldn't see. You're all saying, let us see the back. Let us see the back. I'll let you see the back in a minute. So you see, again, I'm not raking through. I'm just very there. You don't even really have to comb it. I just like to comb it. Now for this side, what I like to do, take your comb. You could use this kind of a comb. You could use this kind of a comb. You could use this kind of a comb. I take this one and I come up as close to my ear as I can get and pull back and then push forward. And then they've got to be glued. Boom. Leave it there until it dries. It'll take a few seconds to dry. And of course, in a perfect world, my fan would be here, but it's in the bathroom. So, you know what I'll do? Oh, a piece of chocolate while I wait. I'll have this one. Good eye of chocolate. Thank you, Davida. I could use a thumbs up. Sorry to talk with my mouth full. All right. So then, sorry. It's pushed a little bit away from the face, right? That's it. All right. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see how good of a, sometimes I have to redo the back. See? That's my trouble spot. Okay, so what are we going to do about that? Always look at the back, ladies. So what we're going to do having trouble seeing. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this part of the comb and we're going to come down right there. See, because my scalp is just so pink, right? Okay. Close enough. And so now I'm just going to spray. Spray myself with chemicals. All right. And then you could see this. So just smooth that down. And then the bottom. And again, this is too long in the bottom. It really is. It should be trimmed. Let's see the other side. Don't rake, just gently comb through. See this piece right here? That's still growing out. Believe it or not, from my last trim. Okay. That's it. That's it. That's the before. That's the after. What do you think? What does everybody think? Tell me in the comments. It's not that I'm looking, please don't think that it's all about me. It's not all about me. It's if you have really thin hair, trying to make the most of whatever hair you have. And on this channel, yes, I talk about wigs. I love to buy wigs. I love to show you wigs, but what about those days that you don't want to go out with a wig? It's hot, it's steamy, it's terrible. And or if you've got hair, I think my Amazon came. If you've got hair, this will help you with your hair. So see, I see a spot right here that I don't like. I'm so picky. But you could do this, as I said, you don't have to comb it out. This would just be if I was going to go out, or, you know, you want to look a little bit more put together. Hold on, I want to look out my window and see if my Amazon truck is there. My Amazon truck is there! So, should I stop the video and go get the new wigs and give you a tease? Let me know in the comments. Debbie, hi Debbie. Not long ago, I purchased a new hair dryer from Skin Research Institute. It has infrared technology. It is fabulous, has made a big difference in my hair. So Debbie, would you send me the link for that? I would love to see that. I purchased a new dryer from Skin Research Institute. Okay. All right, everybody that's on here. Should I go down and get my my Amazon delivery? Give me a thumbs up if you're willing to wait. It'll take me probably a minute to run down and run back up. Go get the new wigs. If one of my people wants it, I want it. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. So it wasn't the delivery I thought it was going to be. It was something else. I'm so sorry, everybody. But here's a tease. Later on, I ran upstairs. I live in there's four levels. After I'm done with this video, I will be doing another video after I'm done with this live stream, I should say. I know that I'm pretty sure that delivery is coming today. But if not today, certainly tomorrow, so I'll do that. But it's good that I had to leave the room because I want to tell you about something else. Now, this is not a sponsored product, but I want to tell you about this product that's making a difference in my hair. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of it. And I think, yeah, you can only get it by prescription. By Bio Skin MD skincare. And what this is, and this bottle holds 1 precious ounce. Now, I have been using this product I would say pretty faithfully for about 6 months. And it is definitely making a difference in the thickness of my hair. Am I saying my hair is growing in like it used to be? No, but it's not getting any worse. And if you look really, really closely, I don't know if you could tell, but I have black. I have black in my hair. I actually have black in my hair. So not that I love my white hair. I would never want to have black hair again. I really wouldn't. I love it. But this product is making a difference. So talk with your doctor, dermatologist, whomever, and it's called BioSkin MD. And if you, I can't even give you a link because you have to have an RX for it. But he should be able to find out what it is. It's by, oh my gosh, I can't even read the writing. It's so small. Let me put my glasses on. That might help. I'm sorry, everyone. So it's by it's got minoxidil. These must be ingredients. Minoxidil, ketoconazole. My husband would be laughing his head off right now because he's a doctor. Lantanoprost 5/2/0.003%, 30 mils, 1 ounce. Telephone number 1-855-787-4137. And we purchased this on this expires on 12/13/20. Oh, it's expired. It's still working. I know, it's just wonderful stuff. Well, my husband says don't worry so much about the expiration dates. There's life after expiration. There's life after expiration. We could make a talk about that. The other thing that I want to tell you about is, again, with the Lanza products. Now, I didn't use this time. I will use this tomorrow. What this is it's a healing oil. Lanza healing oil. And this is on another one of my videos. I will put links. And by the way, when I put links on a live stream, it takes, depending upon what's happening in my life, it could be up to 2 days that those links get in there. So always check back if something looks interesting to you. But just go to my Amazon store and everything is in my Amazon store. The Amazon link definitely goes in there right away because that's easy. This stuff is terrific. And what you do is you just put a little bit, it's oil, but it's not heavy. It's about the consistency. If you've ever felt grapeseed oil, it's about the consistency of grapeseed oil. Now, I'm going to show you what it does to the hair. It does not weigh it down, but it gives it an incredible, can you see that shine? It just gives it an incredible shine. And that's why I usually leave it for the next day, because I might have put some hairspray in and the other thing is sleep on a silk pillow. I did a review for that Zima pillowcase. Makes all the difference in the world. I don't wake up with those little lines in my face anymore. And my moisturizer, I forgot to tap it. That happens a lot. I forgot to tap under my eye and then I see it in the video. So, sleep on a silk pillow and what a difference. And your hair stays nice too. So if you've got any frizzies or if you've got any flyaways, the Lanza healing oil you're going to love it. You're going to love it. So yeah, a lot of these products are pricey, but you only have one head of hair, right? You only have one skin. You only have one set of teeth, right? So that's basically it. Does anybody have any questions? We are almost at an hour. Let me look at the comments here. I'll have to show you. So what I do is I have my MacBook. So I see you on the MacBook. That's how I see all the comments. And I also can see them. I use an iPhone. I'm streaming on my iPhone. And I think that's why it's so problematic, honestly. Not that there's a problem with the iPhone, but you just can do more if you're on a PC. But let me see what your comments are. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Love how the Dyson is working on your hair. Okay. Did you guys give me a thumbs up? Oh my goodness, I need all the help I can get. All right. Go get the new wigs. Okay, anybody have any questions, comments, complaints, insults? Seriously, does anybody have any questions about any product that I used? And I'm telling you the truth, I didn't even get as much body this time as I usually get. I usually even get, like, I would say 20% more body, but I'm happy with this. I'm happy with how this looks. I wouldn't feel funny going out like this. And one time my husband even said to me, "Is that a wig?" So, hey, if you can fool your husband, that's pretty good. As a matter of fact, the wig review that I just did, thank you, Debbie. The last wig review that I did, the Raquel Welch, the one that I totally screwed up last week in the live stream and then I had to redo all over again for you. Did you all see that? Who saw the second lives? Who saw my second video where I did it the right way? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. Who saw that? I was just mortified when, I mean, you know, I just really used too much "it stays." You have to be very careful with the "it stays." And I've never had a problem with it. But of course, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen live. And maybe that's good because then we can all learn from it. And the other thing that I learned in putting on that topper, ladies, was if you're going to pull out your hair, one of the things I remember I did was I pulled the topper back a little bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch further back than I normally would. Don't do that. Put the topper normally at the edge, right at the edge, right where, you know, like Patty's Pearl says, four fingers. Put it right there, whether you've got the widow's peak or not. And that's what I did wrong. I pulled it back too much, and then I tried to work with the space that was in between the hair that I had pulled out and the edge of the lace wig, if that makes sense. So just be really careful about doing that. I'm just reading comments. Okay. Did all of you buy those Blissy pillowcases from my Amazon store, I hope? You wouldn't believe. It all adds up. It really all adds up to help with the costs of this channel. And don't misunderstand me. I would do it if I didn't make a dime. I would. And as a matter of fact, I started out that way back in April of 2018. If anybody had ever told me I'd be doing this 3 years later, I would have said you're nuts. But I am. And I enjoy it. And I'm making friends all over the world. I mean, all over the world. And so I hope that the channel continues to grow. We are at, we're coming up on 2,700 subscribers, and I thank all of you who have subscribed. And I know we're small fish compared to other big, beautiful beauty channels whom I love and whom are inspirations to me. So I just want to say thank you. And I continue to learn, I continue to grow. And I see other people when I look back at their channels and think, wow, they went through all the same stuff that I'm going through. So, all right, ladies, I think that we might be done for today. Unless I'm going to wait another minute or so. I'm looking right at my computer if anybody has a question. Again, what I used today was the Dyson Airwrap. I have a video on the Dyson Airwrap. This is not a sponsored video. I paid for this out of my own. Well, actually, my dear husband, got me this for my birthday a couple of years ago. And it has a learning curve. It took me a while to learn how to use it. Actually, nothing that I've done today is a sponsored video. It's just all stuff that I absolutely use, but I did put them in my Amazon store. So I will bid you adieu. I will say goodbye. And as soon as my Amazon package comes, I will deal with that. And that's it. That's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. God bless you and blessings on your head. Stay well.